What's going on, guys? TBlake here. Today I'm doing a video talking about raw denim, also going over what Selvedge Denim is. I'm going over some of the myths associated about both things, just to get you guys a little bit more educated. I watched a couple of YouTube videos about raw denim when I was first trying to learn more about it, and a lot of the people that talk about it are not necessarily talking from a point of actually understanding what these things are, and instead are just kind of regurgitating things that they've Googled. And some of the things that are Googled are not necessarily from credible sources, so this is coming from my experience working retail, as well as time spent with people that know what they're talking about. So I'm showing you a pair of raw denim here. I'll explain what raw denim is in a second. This is from a brand called A.P.C. A.P.C. raw denim is extremely good quality. It is selvage. Most raw denim actually is selvage. I'll talk about that in a second. And the quality is great, and these jeans, as I'll explain a little bit, end up sort of telling a story the more you wear them. And once again, they are selvage, which is this little part right here. Getting into what it means to be raw denim, what that means is that if you go into a store and you buy jeans that are washed, they'll have different kinds of washed. You might hear things like stone washed, acid washed. That just refers to how this denim's been the denim material has been treated. Sometimes it is treated, sometimes it's not treated. With raw denim, it's just literally been dipped in indigo and it has not been washed. So that's what makes it sort of raw. A lot of raw denim also tends to be made on in terms of quality. This is why people perceive it to have quality. This isn't true for everything, but a lot of raw wash denim or selvage denim is typically made on actually old Levi's equipment, and a lot of these companies have bought this old equipment. It's kind of an older way of making things, and they'll process and circulate a lot of the new denim that they're making on these older machines, these older looms, and everything's done and kind of an older process, a slower process, which makes things more high quality, but for all intents and purposes, it's more of like a good marketing thing, a good storytelling thing, and doesn't necessarily translate into better quality. So with raw wash denim, I shouldn't say, it hasn't been washed. Some things about washing it, there's a couple different things that it tends to be myths. So you can actually wash raw denim if you would like. Just make sure, because it's been dipped in indigo, that you don't really wash it with any other clothes, because it is going to bleed out. It's suggested that you actually don't wash them, and there's a couple different solutions for washing them. Some people say that you should put them in a plastic bag and freeze them. Some people say you should jump in the ocean. It's like, I don't know, it kind of defies logic. Like, think about how gross the ocean is, and you're going to jump in the ocean to wash them out. And that's, again, going back to what I said in the beginning of the video, things getting mistranslated, because some people will take raw denim, go in the ocean, do a rub down with sand, and that'll kind of be the treatment that they want. It's not necessarily something you could do to clean them. I've gotten these dry cleans. They do get, like, they get smelly, they get bad. This pair's been dry cleaned. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting them clean in that way. When people say don't wash them, typically it means you don't want to throw them in the washer, because as they're just getting, rolled over in the hot water and everything like that, it's going to wash away the indigo in a way that's not so natural. And the big thing about raw denim, which is what I'm going to talk about next, is that as you wear them, they begin to develop sort of a character of their own. And what I mean by that is, so you can see here, the creasing in here in the upper thigh, as well as some of the creasing on the back leg. This is going to get into some like honeycombing. As you wear them, the raw indigo kind of rubs off, and it translates itself into wherever you kind of, if you keep your keys in a certain pocket, or you always have your wallet in a certain pocket, the more times you wear them without washing them, it's going to kind of embed those characteristics in your denim, which makes every single one unique, which is really, really a cool aspect. And for that reason, with raw denim, you could essentially wear them multiple days in a row to kind of get that effect. If you're, I'm trying to think, one of my closest friends, a lot of them growing up in New York City and still being in New York City, riding a bike is a great way to kind of speed up that process. But at the end of the day, what's going to really create that awesome look, and I'll show you actually a photo of one of my close friends in New York who's worn this pair, I think, for at least over 365 days. it's going to create a story within it. So definitely, you know, raw wash denim is an investment. I'm going to link below some places to buy it from A.P.C. It's an investment not only in the price, but it's also an investment in your time. And if you really want to get something that you're proud of, you're definitely going to want to spend the time with it. Now, the other thing I'm going to say refers to fit. So it does stretch a little bit. So I'm probably a true 36 waist. I went with a 35. This is probably stretched out to about a 37-ish, maybe probably closer to a 36. So over time they do stretch. You can always get it tailored back. The petite is going to be for someone, if you're used to wearing like a skinnier leg, a tapered leg, that's fine. If you're someone like myself and you have sort of bigger calves, this is the new standard fit. It still is not tapered. And I'm actually going to go get them tapered this week. I might do a better or bigger video on that. But if you go to any local tailor and you talked about how you want it tapered, they'll take in the leg for you and they'll make it so that you can still maintain a fit that's not super skinny, if that's not the type of fit that you're looking for. So there's a lot of versatility to them. Like I said, this is the A.P.C. new standard. I absolutely love it. And if you guys have any questions or tips that I didn't pick up in this video, please drop them down below. I'm not like a pompous like streetwear like jean head. I just really enjoy quality jeans, and this is literally the only pair of jeans I own. So if you guys want to think about that in your buying process, where you could literally spend the extra money to get something that's going to last and really be something that tells the story. So longer video, but there was a lot to cover. I wanted to make sure I hit everything in detail. Happy Halloween, by the way. I have a sneaker event tomorrow morning, so I went out last night. I'm going to go out again tomorrow, probably as a feature man and feature woman. But yeah, TBlake signing out. Peace, guys.